and welcome back to the world of Movie Melee. I am your host, Kaleb Koho, for a match that I think is going to be super fun between two friends, two faction mates, and a lot on the line. Two guys who performed really well in this tournament. We got on one hand the little chef, Matthew Chen, who I think has continued since the end of last year to prove that he is one of the best in the league, and that he just keeps showing it in every match in, match out. One of our two semifinalists that failed to pass on, could not overcome Jeremy Adams, but a great showing nonetheless. On the opposite side of him, the rookie surprise of the season, that would be Igor Kasic, coming in a phenomenal first run, 5-1 record, I think, in his rookie season to date so far. Last person to start 5-0 pacing, Kaleb Boatman. So I think a lot of interesting stats here. Igor, is he going to be a Boatman, or is he just going to do his own thing? I love it. I think these are two very interesting and fun competitors. Joining me on the desk tonight is Payson Johnson. How you doing, Payson?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I think this is going to be a very, very fun match. I think both players, they do come from the same faction, Matthew and Igor, but they have very different types of strengths and types of movies they enjoy. I'm excited because I have been hosting a lot of matches and playing a lot of matches for Multiplex today. I'm channeling Brzakala, and I have my dinner, and I will be eating it on camera. So this is going to be very, very fun. Beautiful. As I host.
Beautiful. So we'll go ahead and we'll bring in our first competitor, and that would be Igor himself. You've had a great first season. It doesn't seem to faze you. I think you continue to surprise even yourself as you go. And I think that's what makes you one of my favorite to watch. You just have a fun energy about you. How are you feeling about this match today?
Good. Yeah, it's going to be a fun match. Looking forward to playing Matthew. I think coming out of the tournament, both of us are looking to bounce back. Both of us ran into a buzzsaw in both Jeremy Adams and David Nishimoto. So hoping to just play my best here. Matthew's a fantastic player, so I know I'm going to need to be pretty much perfect to beat him. So let's see if that happens.
For sure. So we'll go ahead and we'll bring in, as the aforementioned, Matthew Chen. A great season, a great career so far. How do you feel about playing Igor today in what is going to be a big one?
Yeah, no, I'm excited to play Igor. He's been having an incredible rookie season, and I've gotten to know him through Rogue Nation. We've been good friends. So maybe the new shitty round 3 will make a difference. I had my experience in my team's match, and so we'll see if that makes a difference.
For sure. So we'll go ahead and we'll get in round number 1, which works like this. This is the whiteboard round. You're each going to get 8 questions from 8 different areas within the realm of general movie trivia. Should you get all 8 questions correct, you'll be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions as we get into round number 1?
Nope, ready.
All right, then your first question will come in the category of recent releases. What recent release stars Jay Baruchel and Glenn Howerton?
Whenever I think of Jay Baruchel, my mind always goes back to the illustrious trip we took last September, and Thomas Scully, of all people, pulling out a 10 out of 10 Jay Baruchel impression.
Thomas Scully doesn't mean Jay Baruchel. It's wild.
Oh, weird.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Matthew.
Blackberry.
I will go to Igor.
Didn't have that.
Blackberry is correct. So Matthew will start 1-0 as we get to the second question.
Yes, your second question will come into you in the category of mystery thriller. What 70s thriller is about a disc jockey who, after sleeping with an obsessed fan of his, has his world turned upside down? You're a disc jockey, aren't you?
You ever had this happening?
I was going to ask because
yes, I have a former retired disc jockey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has never happened to me as a retired disc jockey, yeah.
Shout out to Lucas Schilbach, the people that listen to Kaleb Koho's music, are mainlining heroin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, we'll go to Igor.
Couldn't come up with anything.
We'll go to Matthew.
Oh, no, I just said good morning, Vietnam.
Both incorrect, looking for Play Misty for me. Play Misty for me. So, with that, no perfect round 1 as we get to your third question, the category of comedy. What kind of business does Navin get a job at in St. Louis in The Jerk? I believe it is a Cody Newberry favorite this week.
Yeah. It's funny. Some people would describe Cody as a jerk, not me. So it makes
I would
sense
not.
that
No.
yeah, no, Cody's a very nice man. Dandelions just whisk as he
4,
walks.
3, 2, 1. Hands down, and we will go to Matthew first.
I didn't have it.
We'll go to Igor.
No idea. Mailman.
Both incorrect. Looking for a gas station. A gas station. So we'll move on to your next question, Payson.
Yes, your fourth question will be coming to you in the category of directors. Who directed Gone with the Wind? One of those iconic films. You just might not know who made it.
One of those iconic films that is best taken in over the course of a very long runtime with a bunch of podcast friends on call. Yep,
that is a yikes from me, dog.
to be fair, I watched it independent of that, and then watched bits and pieces with them on call after. So.
Fair.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Igor.
Victor Fleming.
We'll go to Matthew.
Nah, I blanked.
Victor Fleming is correct. So we are all tied 1-1 as we get your next question in the category of biopics. What chemical company does Rob file charges against in Dark Waters? I've heard everyone who watches this loves it, champions it, adores it, and I've never seen it.
It's good. I don't think it's amazing. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people.
There are a lot better journalism whistleblower movies out there.
Yeah, that's fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we will go to Matthew.
Is it something like Dumont? I can't remember.
We will go to Igor.
I don't know. I said Shell.
We're looking for DuPont. DuPont. Matthew, one letter off of the correct answer there. We stay tied 1-1 as we get your next question from Mr. Payson Johnson.
Yes, your next question will be coming to you in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who has composed the score for the following films? Being John Malkovich, Carol, and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Damn, double Todd Haynes. Would you look at that?
What? I was going to say, this question is just 3 of your favorites all in a row. Just bam,
I was going to say, I love all 3 of these movies.
I was going to say, yeah, these are 3 very these are your wheelhouse movies. And these are I love one, I like one, and one I've never seen. I'll let you choose which one is which.
I have a feeling.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. We will go to Igor.
Couldn't pull it.
We'll go to Matthew.
Carter Burwell.
Carter Burwell is correct. So Matthew once again draws in the lead 2-1 as he gets to your penultimate question in the category of animated movies. Who voices Jane in 1999's Tarzan? One person that I know really loves this movie, mostly for its soundtrack. That would be Brooklyn Vale.
For its Brooklyn. Phil Collins is who you pop for? Jeez.
No man could truly ever love music by Phil Collins. It's a man who loves Phil Collins. That's the line. I felt that. No, it's not.
Man has a man's Oscar.
Yeah, you shouldn't have it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Matthew.
Minnie Driver.
And we'll go to Igor.
Said Renee Zellweger.
Minnie Driver is correct. So Matthew will lead 3-1 going into the last question, Payson.
Yes, your final question will be coming in the category of sci-fi fantasy. In Penelope, what specific body part of Penelope's is cursed? I just read that movie title and a core memory was just unlocked in my mind.
That's very fair. I heard you read this question, and I sat back and went, wow, that's a thing.
I never saw it, but the movie trailers, I would hit this 100%.
Wow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Igor.
I.
And we'll go to Matthew.
Nose.
Nose is correct. So at the end of round number 1, I have Matthew leading 4 to Igor's 1. But I think it happens we get to round number 2, which is the wheel round, and it works like this. We're each going to get a chance to spin from the lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com. Should you like the category land on, you'll get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt for multiple choice, but it devalues it down to being only worth 1 point. You can spin again if you don't like what you land on the first time, but you're stuck with whatever land on the second time. There is stealing in this round, so be aware of your opponent's incorrect or correct answers. I believe both competitors have all 3 of their repeats, and your categories on the wheel tonight are Audrey Hepburn, directed by Ridley Scott, classics, sci-fi fantasy, animation, action-adventure, coming-of-age/teen, and actors and actresses. Matthew, you are in the lead. Would you like to go first or defer to Igor?
I'll defer.
All right, then this will be the first spin for Mr. Igor Kasic. And you land on the category of coming-of-age/teen. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Let's spin again.
All right, then you will be stuck with whatever this wheel spin lands on, and you will be receiving questions in the category of animation. Animation.
Excellent.
All right. I'll go ahead and I'll give Igor his questions in the category of animation. Igor, are you ready?
Sure.
All right. Your first question. In what 2010's animated movie will you find the villain Scarlet Overkill?
The Incredibles 2.
That is incorrect. Matthew, the chance for the 2 points too.
Minions.
Minions is correct. 2 points. Your second question. What city does Derek get a job in, causing him to cancel his and Susan's honeymoon to Paris in Monsters vs. Aliens?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Fresno, B, Boulder City, C, Santa Fe, or D, Reno.
Let's say Fresno.
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question. Who voices Dr. Facilier in The Princess and the Frog?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Lawrence Fishburne, B, Samuel L. Jackson, C, Keith David, or D, Will Smith.
Keith David.
That is correct for 1 point. Your penultimate question in animation. What is Mima's profession after quitting her career as a musician in Perfect Blue?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, actress, B, doctor, C, choreographer, or D, teacher.
Can I get a repeat of the options?
Absolutely. Your options again are A, actress, B, doctor, C, choreographer, or D, teacher.
Teacher.
That is incorrect. Math, the chance to 1 point steal. Your options again are A, actress, B, doctor, C, choreographer, or D, teacher.
Actress.
That is correct for 1 point. And Igor, your final question in the category of animation. Who plays lighthouse keeper Lampy in 1977's Pete's Dragon?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Mickey Rooney, B, Red Buttons, C, Rip Torn, or D, Charles Nelson Riley.
Say Rip Torn.
That is incorrect. Math, the chance for the 1 point steal. Your options are A, Mickey Rooney, B, Red Buttons, C, Rip Torn, or D, Charles Nelson Riley.
I'll go B.
B, Red Buttons is also incorrect. We're looking for A, Mickey Rooney. So at the end of Igor's spin, Matthew holds the lead 7-3. We'll bring back the wheel for what will be Matthew's spin at the wheel. And Matthew, you land on the category of action adventure. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I'll spin again.
All right, and the category you will be receiving questions from tonight, whether you like it or not, is the category of coming of age / teen.
Okay.
All right, Pacey, you want to go ahead and give us questions in coming of age / teen?
Absolutely. Matthew, your first question in the category of coming of age / teen. In Saved, what singer plays Hilary Faye, leader of the Christian Jewels?
We want multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options. Is it A, Mandy Moore, B, Christina Aguilera, C, Vanessa Carlton, or D, Kelly Clarkson?
I'll go A.
That is correct for 1 point. Your second question in the category of coming of age / teen. What Midwest U.S. state does Teen Wolf take place in?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options. Is it A, Minnesota, B, Wisconsin, C, Iowa, or D, Nebraska?
Wisconsin.
That is incorrect. Igor, a chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, Minnesota, B, Wisconsin, C, Iowa, or D, Nebraska?
Minnesota.
Also incorrect. We were looking for D, Nebraska. Third question, category of coming of age / teen. Project X centers around a party celebrating what event?
A graduation.
That is incorrect. Igor, a chance for a 2 point steal. Frozen.
Is he your froze? Or is he really still? Oh, no, he's here. He's here. There is. That's it.
Sorry.
Do you need a technical?
Am I back? Sorry. Probably. I don't know what's happening at this point, so probably.
Okay, I'm going to give you a technical. Can I give him a technical, Koho?
Yeah, you give him that. You give him that.
Your technical? Project X centers around a party celebrating what event? And Matthew did not go multiple choice.
Okay. I'll say an 18th birthday party.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. We were just looking for birthday party, but it's the character's 17th birthday party. So, Matthew, your penultimate question in the category of coming of age / teen. Who directed Crybaby?
Go multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options. Is it A, Jim Jarmusch, B, Alan Parker, C, John Waters, or D, Joe Dante?
John Waters.
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question in the category of coming of age / teen. What decade is American Graffiti set in?
Go multiple choice. Limit the steal.
All right, your multiple choice options. Is it A, 1930s, B, 1940s, C, 1950s, or D, 1960s?
1950s.
That is incorrect. Igor, a chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, 1930s, B, 1940s, C, 1950s, or D, 1960s?
I'll go 60s.
Where were you in the summer of '62? That is correct for 1 point.
A big steal there puts Igor up to 4. Matthew getting his score up to 9. But anything happens, getting to round number 3, which is the new and improved Pick Your Poison round, and it works like this. We're going to give you a set number of categories that you'll draft back and forth until all the categories are removed. Once a category has been drafted off the board, it cannot be taken by your opponent. Once all categories are off the board, you can select what categories you'd like to take at a 1, 2, 3, and 4 point value in any order of those point values. It does not have to be in a 1, 2, 3, 4 fashion. I believe all 3 repeats are in effect as we go in. Your categories in round number 3 that you can draft tonight are crime, 2010s, directors, drama, coming of age / teen, romance, musicals, and scores and soundtracks. Matthew, you have the first pick. You are on the board.
I'll go 2010s.
All right. Igor, you're get the next pick.
I'll go crime.
All right, Matthew, you're back up.
Coming of age.
All right, Igor, back to you.
Drama.
All right, back to Matthew.
I probably should take it. I'll do musicals.
All right, back to Igor.
I'll take romance.
All right, Matthew, your last pick.
I'll go directors.
All right, Igor, you are stuck with the category of scores and soundtracks. All right, Igor, since you are behind, we'll be starting with you. What category would you like to take and at what point value?
Just to clarify, it's just one at a time for picks?
One at a time, yep.
Okay. I'll do scores and soundtracks at 1.
All right, just go ahead and give us 1 pointer in scores and soundtracks.
Absolutely, Igor, you're 1 pointer in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Rain Man?
James Horner.
That is unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for Hans Zimmer. So we're going to stick with Igor for his next question. What question would you like? What category would you like, and for what point value?
All right, Igor, what would you like to take at what category for what point value?
Let's do romance at 2.
All right, Igor, you're 2 pointer in the category of romance. Name both actors who played the lead characters in the Before trilogy.
Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy.
That is correct for 2 points. So that brings Igor's total up to 6, so we are still going to stick with Igor. Igor, what would you like for either your 3 or your 4?
Take a 3 in drama.
3 in drama, sounds good. Or your 3-pointer in the category of drama. In what 90s drama will you find a main character hallucinating about a murderous red knight?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat the question.
That is your first repeat. In what 90s drama will you find a main character hallucinating about a murderous red knight?
I don't know if that's right, but I'll shoot for The Fisher King.
That is correct for 3 big points.
And with that, Igor avoids a TKO, and Matthew's going to have to answer some questions here today. Matthew, what category would you like to take, and at what point value for your first question?
Can I get a score update?
9 to 9.
We're all tied up, 9 to 9.
Okay. I'll go with... Okay, I'll go with my 2 in directors.
To in directors, sure thing. Your question in directors. Who directed Revolutionary Road, Empire of Light, and Away We Go?
Sam Mendes.
That is correct for 2 points. So here is the situation. Igor's going to have to answer his 4-pointer in crime. If he hits it, it'll bounce back to Matthew. If he misses, Matthew will win the match. Pace, go ahead and give him his question in the category of crime.
Igor, your 4-pointer in the category of crime. What 2000s crime film features the main character recovering a diary of a woman who died of childbirth?
Five, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat.
1.
That is your second repeat. What 2000s crime film features the main character recovering a diary of a woman who died of childbirth?
Five, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat.
1.
That is your final repeat. What 2000s crime film features the main character recovering a diary of a woman who died of childbirth?
The Black Dahlia.
And your winner, Matthew Little Chef Chen. The answer was Eastern Promises. Eastern Promises. We're going to drop our competitors out for a moment. What a game, Payson. I think these two kept it close all the way through. Igor was in it all the way down to the 4-pointer. Ends up being just a 2-point game at the end. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think this was a crazy match in general. Let's get into post-match interviews.
Absolutely. Go ahead and bring in our second place finisher, Igor. A solid game you put together in terms of keeping it close. Definitely not, I think, the performance you wanted to have. 1 out of round one's not looking like the best you could have probably done in general, but like considering the circumstances of the game, you kept it extremely close with Matthew. How are you feeling?
Not the best game, like you said. A few things that I should have maybe thought about for a quick second. Definitely the birthday party thing. Why did I give too much information? I think that was a big error on my part. Round one just didn't go my way. Happens. Neither of the two spins would have been particularly good for me on the wheel, so I don't regret spinning away from it. Yeah, just not my day. Matthew played great. He did enough to be able to keep that distance and not have to answer too many questions. Luckily, I didn't get knocked out or TKO'd, so it's some positives to take away from it.
Definitely. This does, however, bring an end to your single season. An incredible first season as a rookie, I would say. How are you feeling about the season? Is there anyone you're hoping to play when you come back next season?
The season was good. 5-0 is great. Now I take 2 losses, which it's a bit of a downer to end it, but now you get the competition that it's never going to be anything close to an easy match, and it's going to pretty much have to be perfect games from here on out. As far as who I'd like to play, no one right now that is sticking out, that is, that I'd like to call out or anything like that. So I'll just see what happens next year and who the matchmakers would like to put me up against. Yeah.
For sure. Well, I'll say this is a legendary rookie season for you. A great performance, and we will see you next year. We will bring in our winner day, Matthew Chen. 2 number 1 contenders matches in the span of 1 year. In the span of 365 days, you find yourself in your second number 1 contenders match. How are you feeling about your win today and your performance?
I honestly can't believe myself right now. I definitely couldn't have imagined this when I first came into the league. I think both of us were a little bit off our game. There were a few questions in round 1 that I feel like I could have been able to hit. I was so close, one letter off, and I had Vincent in my head the whole time when I just couldn't get Victor Fleming into my head. But he got unlucky in round 2, got my strength of animation, and so I was able to pick up steals from that. And then coming of age, I didn't do as well as I was expecting to, just because like a lot of those movies weren't in my wheelhouse, but was able to get enough points just so that I had enough of a lead into round 3.
For sure. Well, you do find yourself moving on to your second network tennis match, and it's once again someone you're quite familiar with. You'll be finding yourself on the opposite end of a returning after a very long break, Kaleb Boatman. How are you feeling about playing Boatman? Are you nervous? Do you have any idea of how you're going to approach it? How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's Boatman. I'm obviously always, anyone playing Boatman should be nervous. I don't really know if I can win that, but I'm gonna try my best. I played him in TLU, and then unfortunately got unlucky there. But we'll find out. I'll definitely work hard.
Absolutely. So we'll see you in that match, and we'll wrap this one up here. Thank you guys so much for watching another edition of Movie Melee. It has been another great one, and I am excited to see everything that's coming up next. So for everyone here, that has been Igor, that has been Matthew, that has been Payson, I have been Kaleb, and this has been Movie Melee. We'll see you guys real soon with another great match.
Goodbye. Later.
For you, Junior, you'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
Goodbye.